Look at that. It is snowing. Snowing in Las Vegas. It only happens maybe once every 10 years. And today is February 21st, 2019. Last time it snowed, that was, I think, 2008. When it snowed that time, it accumulated on the ground. I remember it was, maybe 3 inches of accumulation. And now it's just melting as it hits the ground. Anybody that lives in colder climates knows that when it's like borderline freezing, like it'll, if it goes from rain to snow, it kind of it'll do this. But if I look at this car right here, you can see snow accumulate on that. And I know when I drove home last night, when I got in my car, there was snow on it, and I was, enough that you can scoop it up and make snowballs. But yeah, the polar vortex has made its way to Las Vegas. It's been a cold week and just cold enough to snow. I mean, anybody might know that it's blazing hot in Las Vegas in the summer. It'll reach 110 plus. Pretty much from June, July, and August, 3 months straight, it's 100 degrees every day. But it does still get pretty chilly in the winter. I mean, not as extreme cold as other places, but it will drop below freezing on the coldest nights. But so while we're out here, let's look at these little tubs. These are Java moss tubs. So I haven't shown these in a while, and actually the only thing I showed this one on the right, and I never mentioned that I added the one to the left. But this one on the right, I put Java moss in here this summer, kind of like an experiment to see how it would do in 110 degrees in the summer. See if Java moss could handle that, and it did not do very well. It's pretty much like mush in here. So, if that has to do with the blazing hot in the summer. So I think it was maybe July when I put it out here in the peak of the summer. But the Java moss I put in this one was what I pulled out of my 10-gallon guppy antler hybrid tank. So that was all like hair algae covered Java moss. So whether the hair algae had something to do with it or what, or it was the heat or both or whatever, but yeah. So that's kind of mush. And what I've been doing whenever I do water changes, this is water change water. So when it evaporates and I just do water changes, I just did a water change of my 30-gallon and I just filled these up. But this one right here, this I put in after the summer, so it was never exposed to 110 degrees, any of the extreme heat, but it has been exposed to the coldest. Like the nights were, like tonight might have barely dropped to about freezing, and other nights it would have dropped below freezing. It never iced over, or at least not that I never came to see it. If it did, if it might have kind of crystallized ice on the top maybe. But there's duckweed and ricciafluitans in here, and I suppose I can reach in and show how some of it is doing. So it's all, it's not as fresh and lively as it is in my aquariums, but there's some healthy bits of it, I guess. And there's some snails in there, bladder snails. I'm doing okay. Wow, that's really cold. I think I have a thermometer in this one. Did I leave it in there? It's in here. Oh, fuck, that's cold. You didn't hear that, did you? Yeah, it was the first time I swore on this. It's supposed to be a PG channel. Maybe I took the thermometer out because oh man. I'm trying to find it, but I guess it's not in there. But damn, that was cold. But, so with these, one thing I want to do, you know, it's too hot in Las Vegas to do summer tubbing with, you know, putting fish outside in the summer. But I intended to do some autumn tubbing, and I never got around to doing that, so now I think I'm going to plan to do some some spring tubbing before it gets too hot. But it'll probably be like okay temperatures for only a couple months. You know, as just goes from cold, like the in-between coldest and the hottest is maybe a couple months worth. But, you know, I have the wild common feeder guppies that the population is growing in my tank, so I'm going to put some of those out here, you know, for the hell of it. You know, maybe in the end of March or so. Alright, another look at the snow coming down. Snow in Vegas. Alright, thanks for watching.